Hi, this is Santosh Kumar from Axon 4. In this lecture, we will see certain typical problems of midpoint theorem and equal intercept theorem. We have earlier done the basics of midpoint and intercept theorem. See, in this particular problem, it is given that 2 times AD is equal to AB. What does this mean? That AD is actually half of AB, because 2AD is equal to AB. P is midpoint of AB, that means AP is equal to PB, and Q is midpoint of DI, that means DQ is equal to QI. PR is parallel to BS, already given in the figure, very much obvious. We need to prove first thing AQ is parallel to BS, and the second thing DS is 3Rs. So we just plan now how to apply the midpoint theorem or intercept theorem if needed to prove the given things. It is given that AD is half of AB, and also see that AP is equal to PB. That means we can write AP is half of AB. AD is also half of AB. AP is also half of AB. What does this mean? That means they are equal. That means AD is equal to AP. So AD is equal to AP, which is proved. And further you see that Q is midpoint of DI. That means DQ is equal to QR. What does this imply? This implies that angle APR. What we see, A is midpoint of DP and Q is midpoint of DI. So, by midpoint theorem, line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side and half of it. So in triangle DPR, we can say AQ is parallel to PR. How? By midpoint theorem. But it's given that PR is parallel to BS, that is given. So what we can conclude that AQ is parallel to BR and PR is parallel to BS, we can conclude from them that AQ is parallel to BS, and that we need to prove. So first thing is prove. Just proper application of the midpoint theorem, we got the things done. Now we need to prove DS is equal to 3Rs. Now we have proved that AQ is parallel to BS. What does we see? That AQ is parallel to PR is parallel to BS. So 3 lines are parallel and AB is a transverse making equal intercepts. What equivalent intercepts? AP is equal to PB. So by equal intercept theorem, we can say any other transverse will make the equal intercept between these parallel lines. So see, QS is another transverse. So by equal intercept theorem, we can write QR is equal to RS. So QR is now equal to RS. Yes. Now we need to prove DS is equal to 3S. 3RS, we will start from here. DS can be written as DQ plus QR plus RS. So you know that DQ is equal to QR and QR is equal to RS. So we can say DQ is equal to RS, QR also equal to RS. For DQ, if I just write RS, QR also equal to RS and RS. So what is that? 3RS. So we proved the second thing also by proper application of midpoint and intercept theorem. See, in this particular problem, the median BP and CQ are extended to point M and N such that BP is equal to Bn and CQ is equal to Qn. We need to prove that M, A and N points are collinear. They are lying in a straight line. And another thing, A is the midpoint of M. You know what's the meaning of the median? Median is a line segment joining the midpoint of a side to the opposite vertex. So if BP is a median, that means P is the midpoint of AC. If CQ is a median, that means Q is the midpoint of AB. So this is equal to that. So whatever given in the figure, we have to interpret what they are giving free of cost. We did not have to take them. That is already there, hidden in the question only. So we got these things. Now just concentrate in triangle CAN. What you see? That CQ was equal to QN. That means Q is midpoint of CN. Q is midpoint of CN. And we saw that P is midpoint of AC. So we can write P is midpoint of AC. So in triangle CAN, just concentrate here, CAN, in this triangle only, Q is midpoint of CN, P is midpoint of AC. So by midpoint theorem, this side QP is parallel to AN and QP is also half of A. Same way, if we just go to triangle BAM, Q is the midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of AB. Why? You know, because CP was the median, that means Q is the midpoint of AB. That's the earlier sum. And P is midpoint of BM. P is midpoint of BM. Why? Because it's given that BP is equal to BM. So P is the midpoint of BM. So in triangle BAM, by midpoint theorem, we can write QP is parallel to AM and QP is half of AM. Okay, two results we got by means of the two triangles. So now we have to correlate the results. QP is parallel to AN and QP is parallel to AM. What does this mean? That AN is parallel to AM. Parallel? That, see, you see that here AM, if I just write AM like this, and I need to write AM, that means this is AM and I need to write AM. So I have to start from A. It won't be like this here. It has to start from A. So what does this imply? If two lines are parallel and one point is common, that means that is a single line. Because a single line is parallel to itself. If I just write A, B, C, just see, can I write AB is parallel to BC? Yes, we can say a single line is parallel to itself. Not all the time that means parallel is like this. It is parallel. So we can say that A and is parallel to AM. That implies that M A and are on a single line. Single line. That means M, A and R collinear. That we proved. That first thing we need to prove. Be careful. Understand the concept of the parallelism. What is the actual meaning of the parallelism? Now see, A is the midpoint of M. What we proved here that QP is half AM and QP is half AM. That means we can write AN is equal to AM. If AN and AM are equal, what does this mean? This means that A is midpoint of MN because the two things are equal. So this implies A is midpoint of MN. So very much clear from this figure how to proceed with the given thing. Write the given thing. Just concentrate what we need to prove. Decide the triangles to be taken. See the given things in the triangle. Apply the appropriate theorem. You will get the result. What I want to say, I say that answer is hidden in the question itself. If you see the question carefully, your answer is there only. Hope you are understanding. Thank you. Bye-bye.